What do we have today, Slongi?
A real life fairy.
Slongi, you know that fairies aren't real, right?
Let's go.
I dress up like a fairy.
I retract it. Turns out fairies are real. We do everything right.
Take that, Stu. Like the video and subscribe if you think I'm better than Stu.
Me, Thistle is everything
I accidentally paused that because I want to do the double pause thing.
that I want to be in my real life,
My back wing
but also Thistle is the kind of person that I need when I'm feeling my lowest.
Where did her wings go?
Maybe a boiled elf took them.
Or maybe a tabby cat.
Today, I'm going to be meeting my...
Never mind, she got them back.
What are we thinking, fans? Do we think these are real wings? Because one of the things of being like a fairy is you have to have real wings, right?
I'm pretty sure those wings are real. Like if you think they're fake, and subscribe if you think they're real.
In the forest for a double day,
You
I
won't
heard
believe.
some special
Did you see the bubbles? You see the bubbles?
What?
Bubbles!
Sure, bubbles?
Yeah, now that's what I call magic.
Or CGI.
CGI are real. Tell us in the comments.
For a bubble day, I've made her some special wings that she does not know about. It's a total surprise.
I hope Jenny likes it.
I can get real wings? Someone can make me real wings?
It's called
how-
magic, Stu.
We is magic on the terms of service.
Nope. And do you believe in
I would-
magic?
In which case, then we don't believe in magic.
Yes, we do.
We do. Sorry, Slongi. It wasn't a script.
You killed that bubble.
Are we hooked on luck so far?
Yes, we are.
We are? Excellent. I will drink to that.
Please help me put these on.
One at a time?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is always like the hardest part of.
Louisiana. That place is shaped like a boot, right? Or am I thinking of Italy? Italy is a country. Louisiana is a state.
They're all part of the purchase, right?
No.
I bought Louisiana one time. Still own it. Can't find a buyer.
I am obsessed with fairies and mermaids and all things fantasy to the point that I often dress.
That was a
as
Stu double
merfairy.
click. We're no longer even, Stu. It's 2-1.
So I had like this really important thought there. And then I realized that I'd just be rambling for like 85 minutes. And then I like, you guys can watch it all, but we're going to...
We're rambling like this, Stu.
Was I still rambling?
Yep.
Fairy named Thistle.
Now I need you to help me out the door. All four of them. Okay.
And
Was she looking for a matador? Like someone, like... You know what a matador is?
No.
I swear to goodness, that's how you go back to...
I also run a business selling these handmade wings so that other people can enjoy living out their fairy fantasies like I do.
Make sure my back wing doesn't get through the. Am I okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say that I am definitely obsessed with all things fantasy. It's just
Was that a mermaid's tail right there?
She ripped off a mermaid's tail. Hey, look. Magic dragon blood.
Magic? Like, they got a whole bottle of that?
Pretty hard to come by.
better
At least
than normal
$50.
life.
Or one
For
subscription.
me, dressing like a fairy started as a hobby, a form of escapism for me. After my husband joined the military, we were separated for about 2 years, and those were two of like the dark.
So if I get separated from Mrs. Stu for 2 years, then she'll become a fairy.
No, you'll become a fairy.
Is that how that works? Swear. Gosh, this is hard
darkest
Slongi.
years of my life.
How
It's
you
very
guys
hard
do math now
to
is
even
difficult.
just like feel anything. Sorry, that's a little dark, but honestly, it's true.
It's kind of funny, Slongi. They're like, hey, this is kind of dark, and they do this like blue overlayer so the trees are kind of blue, her hair's extra blue, and it made her waist look like.
So the first time I actually fully dressed as Thistle was at the Arizona Renaissance Festival, and it was insane. It was totally life-changing.
I
Insane?
like this. Hey, maybe she got the blood from that dragon next to her.
Is that the gentlest demon doll dragon?
No, it's not.
It's not. Different dragon.
Yeah. Go check it out. It's somewhere on the channel.
I actually got a mermaid tail before I started dressing as a fairy. When
She's smiling, and she cut off a mermaid's tail.
and she smudged those children's faces so you can't see them.
Look at that, friends. Look at that. She must have. Mermaids don't like cut off tails and stuff, do they?
Not last I checked.
when she's in the water, she becomes a mermaid, and when she comes out of the water, she grows wings and is a fairy. And this is my mermaid tail skin. This is...
She ripped off a mermaid's tail skin. This woman's crazy.
Like, part of crazy or like full on crazy?
Beautiful.
Full on.
It
In
thistles
this.
colors perfectly, which I love. I like to think of Thistle as kind of the ideal version of myself. When I'm dressed as Thistle like this, I feel like top confidence, top happiness, top like boom, boom, boom.
Oops. Dropped the mice.
You can also turn the world blue.
I always feel that I am at my top confidence, top other things she said, when I'm being the number 2. Actually, I absolutely
Right now,
agree with her.
I'm working on some very special wings. I am hanging out with my friend Jenny today, and she actually...
Else. Fairies
Oiled.
wear glasses. Is that a thing?
Again.
It
I
can?
am hanging out with my friend Jenny
You
today,
give-
and she actually...
She's a Fairy Thistles Woodland Workshop.
They're locally grown fairy wings?
Locally grown
friend Jenny
wings.
today,
guaranteed.
and she actually doesn't have any wings yet, so I'm surprising her with some. I just want to provide a way for other people to feel like they can be a part of this community.
We should be part of that community, Slongi.
Could we?
I think so.
Tell us in the comments, fans. Those are some pretty nice looking wings.
They are?
These are a pair of custom wings I'm making for a fairy. She wanted some cicada wings, and then these are two that...
Fairies don't exist. So she's making wings for
She's
someone who
making
doesn't
wings.
exist?
She's making them exist.
Oh, that's
I'm
how
just
it works.
working on
Sorry,
for
sorry.
myself.
I'm
How
not
can you
good
be
at stuff,
sad wearing
Slongi.
these? You can't be sad when you have fairy wings on. It's not possible.
I would be
Not.
very sad if I went upstairs from our dungeon and I'm like, hey, I've got a new set of wings, and Mrs. Sue say, you know, husband, we you don't get to wear wings upstairs. It'd be
Now
kind of
that's
silly.
sad.
This is my favorite part of wing making. This is like the final stages right before I see like exactly what it's gonna look like. Okay. The moment.
She's melting the wings.
That she was like part of like a 80s rock thing where she's the lighter out and then she's making wings. I think wings is like a thing from the 80s or something.
I really, really like them.
What are you thinking? You like them?
Okay.
I'm liking them.
I hope Jenny likes them.
Part between the wings, like the part between the hard parts, like the see-through part, looks like it's made of bubbles. The wings are made of bubbles.
Bubble, toiling, trouble.
She will. So now that I'm done with these, I am going to start getting ready in my dressing room.
She is?
Yes.
Before I put on Thistle's fairy makeup, I
Gosh.
just feel like I look half
Gosh.
done. Once I have the makeup on,
I like this.
I think you liked her with her glasses on.
I did like her with the glasses on, but see how they did this really cool blurring behind her. This is great CGI. Like, she's actually facing the camera, and it's not like a mirror thing, but it gives you a trick that it's a mirror thing. And that's why she's so fucking ugly.
Like
I did not say have an accent, YouTube. I didn't say the F word. I said
What did you say?
I look how I should.
I'm kind of gucking the word in Scotland.
Clucking.
Gosh,
Very
you're so
excited.
much
It's
better
going to
than
be
I was.
a day to remember forever. And I can't wait.
Forever? I get to remember that liver for liver.
Liver?
I agree.
Thank you.
Hey, look who it is.
Jenny,
She's gonna get. She has to get way better wings to lift her fat ass off the ground. Gravity's a thing, even in fairyland.
was the first friend that I made after I had really started dressing as a fairy and swimming as a mermaid and doing all that kind of stuff.
Close your eyes. Okay.
Fairies and mermaids are different things. You can't swim as a mermaid and be a fairy. Like-
Merberry.
Yeah. Well, that was in the beginning, wasn't it?
Yep.
I retract it, friends. She is absolutely a mer fairy.
There's also in the middle.
Open your eyes.
And the middle and the beginning and the end.
Those are really cool. I'm glad you do you really like them? Yeah. Okay, they're awesome.
Well, I didn't know anything about like the fairy world or the fantasy world really until I met Ashley. They look so icicle-y a little bit. I love dressing like a fairy because it makes me worry less about the things that I shouldn't be worried about.
That is a
So here we were talking about tattoos, permanent solution to a temporary thing, right? And I'm thinking here, temporary issue to a temporary problem, and we support that. Absolutely, we do.
Yes, we do. It ain't tattoos, it ain't permanent.
Goodness, until she couldn't blow a bubble right there. Watch
that is a
this.
huge.
That
I
hurts
swear,
so
worst
much.
bubble
Oh,
ever, guys.
No.
What's worse? The worst shirt ever from that video from a long time ago, or the worst bubble ever right here?
Let us know in the comments section below.
Maybe we're not
Like,
thinking
click, and
enough
subscribe.
happy thoughts.
That's exactly what it is.
You won't believe number 6.
I've been thinking too.
We're
lot
getting
more.
so close.
I know about my fairy character Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora Snow.
It's a fairy character, so it's not her.
I think she is the character.
I would think so. How do we separate those things, Slongi? It's puzzling to me.
One's a merfairy, one's a human.
Let me just pause it here, guys, because I think there's a thumbnail right here.
Drop, if you will.
I like that last name.
You, it's a kind of flower that blooms like in the snow, so I think it's.
I didn't know there were
perfect.
flowers like that.
It is.
Worst fairy person ever. You didn't even know there was like a
And she's still
flower.
working on her magic.
She's still working on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's still in training.
In which case, we support that, right?
Yeah, she's like first level training. Got like 50 more to go.
I was thinking level 2 training.
This is a
Still
big
got
stage
50
for
more to
bubbles,
go.
but These bubbles are.
That'd be
fighting us.
49.
They are fighting as hard.
But yeah,
I get a lot of positive reactions when I'm out as Thistle.
were those bubbles because they farted, or were those fairy bubbles?
Most of the positive reactions do come from children. They think
Is
they're
that because
fairies
you're also a
or
child?
young ones. The
Is
only
that
really
why-
negative reactions I get are from people rolling their eyes, walking by me, people saying,
Or the old people being like, back in my day, fairies were food. They can't just be human people with wings.
Is there like a if you ramble a little bit and then I ramble a little bit more? Because I'd like to speak about this a little bit. Is there a back in my day? We had black and white fairies.
"What is she doing?" Like loud enough for me to hear, but I don't care.
Oh, it's because
I really
we didn't
feel
know
like
fairies have
healthy
ears. Did you know they had
coping
ears?
mechanisms are few and
And-
far between.
Yeah,
And when you can
fairies have
find
wings.
something new, like
Yeah.
as simple
Oh, this is so weak. Grown up level 45 fairy, big wings, new fairy, slightly prettier wings, but way smaller. But you can't be a level 77 T-Rex without ever being a level 1 T-Rex. We
When it
can,
was level 73.
that's what Liam Brown was going to be, but I was saying you can't be those things without being a level 1 first.
As dressing like a fairy that makes you for a moment forget about like stress or atrocities of humanity.
What happens after that moment?
I don't know. What comes next?
Agony! Anarchy!
I thought, so the script says you won't believe number 6.
You won't believe number 6.
Everybody needs a minute where they can just hang out with your friend and do something silly and magical.
Are you writing?
But
Did you see what they said? Like, it is okay, like, doing silly, nonsensical, absurd. I'm thinking they're absurd. But they're not stupid, and they're not inmates running an asylum.
Unless you're ripping off mermaid skin.
be on the lookout because Aurora, Snowdrop, and Thistle are about to have some fun adventures, and you
Yeah?
might feel magical just from
I know the one right next to me is Thistle, but who's Snowdrop and Dodecahedron?
looking at them. And if you don't, that's okay. Like
What is this thing, Slongi? This thing here. Are they eating
that-
orc
The thing
souls?
whatever they're doing with it. Maybe they're eating boiled elf.
That looks like a boiled elf, or maybe like a non-boiled.
just from looking at them. And if you don't,
Raw
that's
orc.
okay. Like
You know what that is? Tell us in the comments.
it's
I think it's
fine.
hard to
Right.
know.
Click the join thing.
Let's down the look.
Are we hooked on this look, Slongi?
Indeed, we are, Stu.
Okay, so are we team Aurora or the other person? I don't know either. I wasn't paying
I'm
attention.
a fan of the fairies either way.
Really?
Yes.
Me too. As Slongi's the boss of this channel, I don't think we made any fun of the terms of service.
But either way, we still don't make fun of people regardless
Darn it,
of their
species might
class,
be an elf thing.
species,
I think we might have made fun of some elf.
sex, creed, class, whatever the things were. We're just here to entertain you and us together.
We were. And the absurdities of the English language that exists outside our four walls. Okay, Slongi, I think you might have something to say here.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and goodbye, everybody.
Elves exist.
Fairies too.